Merry Christmas once again, everybody. My name's Parallax Abstraction, and welcome to a second special Christmas retro flashback blind play, showcasing gaming's roots for a new generation. So yeah, I said in my last episode that I might do a second Christmas video because I got some time off work at Christmas, and I thought, sure, what the heck. So we're taking a look at something else completely blind here. This is actually the sequel to a fairly popular platformer series, mostly in Europe or the UK, I guess. I don't know much about this, but there's a series, I guess, over there called James Pond that is apparently fairly popular and fairly prolific, so I thought I'd take a look at this. This is actually the sequel to that game, which is called James Pond 2 RoboCod. And it's apparently Christmas themed. I guess it has something to do with like Santa getting a bunch of his toys stolen and a bunch of his penguins imprisoned or something like that. I don't know. But we are taking a look at the Sega Mega Drive / Genesis version of this, which is, I guess, is apparently one of the better ones. But this game got around, man. This came out on, wait for it, Amiga, Atari ST, Mega Drive, Genesis, Amiga CD32, Game Gear, Commodore 64, Sega Master System, PC, Super Nintendo, and later on it got versions on the PlayStation, the Game Boy Advance, the Nintendo DS, and apparently you can download it on the PS3 as well. Holy crap. It's also been put out by about 17 different publishers depending on the platform. This Genesis version was put out by Electronic Arts of all people, so yeah. I know very little about this. I've only played it for a couple of minutes to test the recording, and I know it's Christmas themed, so let's dive in here. So, what I do know is that you can jump, and you don't apparently have a weapon, but you can do this. Yeah, somehow, because he's RoboCod, you can, like, extend his body to the heavens pretty much indefinitely, and somehow that doesn't, like, tear him asunder. Somehow he's able to have, like, a massive, like, robo-column hidden inside his stomach. I don't get it either, but okay. And I did learn in my little testing here that you can extend him up in order to pick up things. So you have to, I guess the way you get points in this game is by picking up these little toys or treasures or whatever that are scattered around the level. Fairly standard platformer style. This is like a major hub area as well, where you can go, and I guess you can, well, a lot of the levels start locked, but I guess you can sort of, whoa! Okay, I didn't know he moved that quickly, but that's pretty neat. And I guess you can choose to attack levels as they unlock in different orders, which is kind of neat. But we're going to start with the first one here. This guy can really motor. So, whoa. Wow, those candies in the back look like they're having a real bad day. Where the heck are we, man? I'm freaking out. I don't know. Ooh, air wine. I'll take that. So I guess your goal is to pick up these candies or toys or whatever to get points. I guess that's your goal here. So how do I cross over here? Do I... Ow. Okay, that didn't work. Oh. Okay, so he, like... Okay, so if you grapple up to the ceiling, you can, get clamped into that, I guess, and sort of very slowly scale across it. Well, first impressions of this are kind of interesting. The music's kind of cute and cheerful. The aesthetic is a little creepy, but kind of neat. This control's pretty nice. The controls are sharp. Okay, cool. So that's how you take out enemies, because there's no weapon button in this as far as I can tell, so I wasn't sure if you, like, had to jump on guys or what, but it looks like it. Okay. Ah! Was that... Okay, so what, there are power-ups in this that hurt you? That kind of sucks. But, ooh, hamburgers. Oh, I could go for a hamburger. So, okay, but yeah, it controls pretty well. Response is good. Pawn can move very, very quickly, as you can see. Yeah. The jumping is actually pretty good. He's got a crazy jump distance on him if you hold the button down, which is neat. This thing is weird, but it's a neat mechanic. Like, the idea of being able to sort of stretch yourself up almost indefinitely if there's no ceiling in the way is weird but novel, to be sure. I definitely like that. What's this? Ah! What? Okay, that is not those are not presents in those boxes. Man, this started me all the way back here. I hope there's checkpoints in these levels. So this is... Yeah, this is very interesting. I mean, from the point of view of it being a platformer... Okay, I'm presuming that's the one that hurts me, so let's avoid that. Yeah, it looks like that is it. From the point of view of a straight-up platformer, I mean, I can sort of see some of the appeal in this. Like, I don't know anything about James Pond in particular or why the character is popular, but this plays pretty nicely. I mean, it runs... Ooh. Yeah, gotcha. This plays pretty well. I mean, what in the heck is... Okay, so that penguin's not an enemy. Oh yeah, according to the intro, you're like rescuing penguins or something, right? Is that how this works? I think? I don't know. Is there anything up here? Huh. Apparently if you're not standing on the ground, you can't use your extendy thing. Or, no, I can use it there. I can use it there, but I can't use it up here. So there's certain types of terrain where you can't use your extendy thing. It's not made very clear. So yeah, it's okay, and now the exit lit up. So yeah, so I guess there's 2 penguins in the level that I have to bring out. Oh, wait, a vacuum cleaner. Okay. This doesn't seem like the greatest gift to give kids, but sure. Clean the house, Billy, that's your present. So that wasn't the end of that level. Are those dumbbells in the background? And that looks an awful lot like a Pac-Man ghost. With a woo. I seem to be low on life again here already. Oh, wow. Those guys look trippin' balls. I'll take your points, though. Oh, my life count went up there, too. So, okay, stars equal life in this universe. It's good to know. Kind of weird, too, that, like, you can walk on a lot of background elements, but it's not but it's not explicitly clear what is traversable and what isn't, which is kind of odd. Okay, there's no... Ooh, 2 lives. Okay. I still am not explicitly clear what my goal is here. Like, apparently... Oh, geez, I'm not gonna get that. Apparently, I'm supposed to rescue penguins and, I guess, pick up as many of these toys as possible for points. But, I mean, is this just purely a... Whoa, okay. Oh, geez. Is this purely just a, like, get to the end kind of platformer? Or is it a... I'm getting attacked by a school bus. Or is it purely, like, a... What in the... Did that school bus just throw kids at me? I mean, that, you know... If you're gonna use a weapon, I guess. Why not? But sure. Yeah, like, I don't know... Is this, like, a story... Whoa, okay. Is this like a story-based thing where my goal is just to get to the end? Or is this like a score attack... Oh, I see. Is this just like a score attack platformer kind of thing? Like, is that your main goal here? The score doesn't seem to be particularly important. What? Wings? Whoa! I have angel hair, I guess. That's cool. Can I keep these? I kind of dig this. Not gonna lie. This seems permanent. It's not timing out. Huh. Wasn't that interesting? Okay. I don't know. I mean, this seems kind of like Days Before Christmas before it. This seems... Aw, I lost my wings. What the heck? Flying card bats? I guess? I mean, sure. This is a weird game. Yeah, I mean, kind of like Days Before Christmas before it. This game seems very weird, but, you know, not overly... Not bad, really. It seems to play okay. So how do I get up here? Not like that. Can you, like, climb up the sides of things like that? Kind of. Oh! Oh! Okay, so I can just... What the... Whoa! Dude! Okay, this is neat. This is neat. Oh, yeah. Take it, bats. Oh. Or not. James looks very unimpressed with me if you look at him in the bottom left corner there. He's like, what the heck are you doing? And what... Okay. I mean, what I will say about this game is that it looks weird. The whole concept behind it is a little weird, but it plays fairly well, I would say. Okay. Definitely some weird mechanics to it. Like, I had angel wings in the last episode, or in the last level, and in this level I have, like, a plane that can apparently wreak havoc on these enemies, though the enemies seem to spawn indefinitely. This is really weird. Okay, so the penguins are here. I seem to be able to I'm getting some little bits of health and stuff from these things by taking them out. Or not health, but points. Music's changed. And I'm in a level made out of golf clubs. Oh, is this a bonus level? Because the exit's already open. But it's relatively easy platforming, but there's tons of points and stuff everywhere. So I guess this was just a bonus room? That was pretty easy. Not much of a challenge there. Mystery score? What is that? I have no idea what mystery score is. Well, alright, well, I'm glad I made you happy, James. So, level 1 is done. Alright. Well, there you go. This is a interesting thing. Yeah. Okay, we got more of these things around. I presume, is this another level where there's a plane? Again, they really like the imagery of, like, sort of, you know, wholesome creatures and the like that look like they are just on drugs. Like, that bear in the background looks like he's either stoned or having some really bad indigestion. I'm just saying. Okay, that goes smashing into the ground there. Wow. This definitely seems to have upped the challenge a little bit. We've got all these platforms that sort of spin in different weird ways. They don't all do the same thing, so they're not all predictable. Ooh, got some fat points there. Ow! And there's a lot of empty space, and the backgrounds, like, the detail on those bears and stuff is pretty cool, but at the same time, it's literally like they took the Windows tile background function from back in the day and are just they just literally tiled the same thing over and over again, which is not brilliant. Okay, wait, so the exit's already open, so I don't need... What the heck? So I don't need to get penguins in this level? Wow. I will say that from the point of view of a technical systems idea, like, how far you can extend is kind of neat. Like, you can extend straight up almost the length of the level, or the height of the level, I guess, and the game is able to kind of, like, pull you all the way up there. Like, it's able to know that. That's pretty cool. Definitely gonna say that so far this doesn't seem explicitly hard, because, like, a lot of the stuff that I did there with the platforms... Oh, glue, of course. Glue is worth points. Like, the stuff I had to do with the moving platforms in that there was not, I mean, it was tricky, but it was not necessary either, right? Like, all I was getting by doing that was more points, which I guess is kind of partially the objective here, I guess. Sorry, Bear, I didn't mean to grapple onto your head there. I guess that's kind of the point, but at the same time, man, ouchie. This is a weird thing. I mean, the UK back in the day, in the 80s and 90s, kind of like, they often liked a lot of the same popular stuff, you know, the Marios, the Sonics, etc., etc. And matter of fact, I think Sonic was even more popular in that part of the world. But they also had sort of their own little regional mascots and characters that they liked, you know, and this definitely seems like that. Like, this is something I never heard of as a guy who grew up playing games in North America. I've never... There's a ton. 25,000, yeah! You know, as somebody who grew up playing games in North America as a kid, I never really... I never heard of James Pond. I mean, apparently it's a rather classic thing I've never heard of even until recently. You know, I'm kind of into retro games a fair bit. I never even heard of him before, so... But this was obviously a popular game because it's been on practically everything with a friggin' screen. So, obviously it did well, but... Yeah, I don't know. This is weird. I think I kind of like Days Before Christmas more, purely from you know, a gameplay and a weirdness perspective. Like, this has some unique mechanics in it, but they... Doesn't feel like it necessarily adds a lot to it. And I think the art in this is a little... It's not bad. It actually looks kind of cool, but... Let's just move on here and see more level. But it also seems, you know, a little bit weak effort in some cases with the copy-pasted backgrounds and the like. He also has a cool ducking thing. And just the whole... The Days Before Christmas stuff was just friggin' strange. Like, there's no other way to put that. Days Before Christmas, you know, with the Santa who turns into the devil when he has caffeine and the like, that was... Oh, there's Bullet Bill's equivalent. That stuff was just weird. And this is definitely weird, but not in the same kind of way. So, based purely off these first impressions from these two blind plays, I think I like Days Before Christmas well. Though I did a little bit more research into that. Apparently most people said that game was pretty bad, which, I don't know, it seemed okay to me. You know, Game of the Year winner? Maybe not, but... Oh, shoot. Well, there we go. It seemed okay to me, but this also seems like kind of an interesting novelty as well. You know, it's kind of a... It's not only a Christmas-themed game, I mean, very loosely. The Christmassy part of this doesn't really seem that relevant to it. That just kind of seems like their framing device, if you will. But, I don't know, it's kind of, you know, it plays all right. It's definitely different. You know, this is not just your straight-up Super Mario Brothers clone or anything like that. It's definitely got its own personality and its own unique way of playing. It's just, I don't know if it's... I don't know if this is something I'd finish. This feels a little... It's different, and yet at the same time, it also feels kind of generic to me. You know what I'm saying? It's just... The mechanics are different, but it doesn't feel like the best way to complete something like this. Well, we finished it. It doesn't feel like... Well, the best way to complete something like this. That's a bad way to put it. It doesn't feel like the ideal way to do a platformer, I guess. But there certainly seems to be a lot of variety in here. These levels are fairly long. Some of them are, anyway. And there's a lot of them. Oh, my God! Okay, well, now we gotta finish this. That is a big-ass bear, and he's clearly quite annoyed. Probably because I've been stepping on all of his stone brethren. I don't know how many times I have to hit him here, but... Apparently I can fall through him without taking any damage. I just have to make sure that he doesn't land on me, I guess. Well, yeah. Obviously, this is required reading now. I didn't even know if this game had bosses or not. I will give it that. It much like it... Oh, yeah! Explosion! Michael Bay style! You done, son. That wasn't terribly hard. Yeah, Days Before Christmas, much like this, was also not very hard. This doesn't seem particularly difficult either. So yeah, I definitely don't. This is probably aimed more at kids. but it's a neat novelty anyway. I don't know, James Pond, I kind of see what people liked about this, but I don't know. At the same, you know, these levels are neat, but at the same time, it does feel in some ways like a bit of a generic platformer, so. But, hey! Another Christmas themed game, and they're you know, it's a cool one in its own way, so why not? So, yeah, that is James Pond 2 RoboCod, developed by Vector Dean Limited and Millennium Interactive, published by friggin' everyone under the sun, depending on what version you wanted. This is the Genesis/Mega Drive version that was published by Electronic Arts, yes indeed, released in 1991. It's interesting. And if you want to play this yourself, you can actually go get this on the PS3, apparently. So, I don't know if that's only in Europe or North America. I haven't checked. I guess I should have. But, it's neat novelty, but I don't think I'd finish it. But, it's kind of cool and Christmas themed, which is what I was going for, so. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys, once again, have a happy holiday and a very good new year. 2014 has been a challenging one in general, but I hope 2015 is a lot better for everybody. And thank you for your support throughout the year. It does mean a lot to me. If you did like what you saw here, please consider liking and subscribing. That helps me out a great deal, helps my channel grow. And well, I'll see you guys next time. Happy holidays. Take care.